Welcome back to Mitch Ella, your #1 travel channel. It's a little windy out here in the Cook Islands, but today we're taking you on a hike across the center of the island. It's called the Needle, and we thought we'd start off with telling you how to get there. We're in our Yaris on the side of the road. There it is, right next to the beach. You see the graffiti box next to me. It is sandwiched in between the Whitmore's Superstore, which there's an ATM so you can go get $5 New Zealand to enter in, as well as the abandoned Sheraton if you go by and there's a bunch of buildings that look like a resort but aren't really. Then you have gone too far or you're just about to be there. But let's take you on the inside of the gate after we pay our $5 New Zealand and get into it. Before I give the nice man at the gate our money, this is what New Zealand dollars look like. Like I said, you stop by the ATM and go get this. We are on a tropical island, if you don't know where the Cook Islands is, next to New Zealand, and that's why they have the same currency and mostly speak English. But here is the graffiti you'd pass. And here is the little gate at entrance. It should have been like Jurassic Park. I mean, if you look around here, looks a lot like Jurassic Park. We're just out here in the jungle having a good time. Okay, so our hotel had a designated map. Just to clarify, there is two ways because this is a cross-island trek. You can either start near the airport and then go all the way up one of the roads, park, and go and end at the waterfall, and then go back to your car. Kind of like when you float the river, you got to drop a car off at the end so you have transportation to get back. What we did is we went opposite. We went up, just like I mentioned, to the waterfall to start here, even though that wasn't our first idea. But today is Sunday and everything in the Cook Islands is closed on Sunday because of Christianity. And so there's not a bus running, so we wouldn't have a way to get back. So we thought the best way to solve this is to start at the waterfall, go all the way up, see the views for you guys, set clear expectations, and then come back down and enjoy the waterfall instead.
Welcome back to the Mitch of Mitch Ella. That's me. We're gonna go to Papua Road and Papua Waterfall. I built this sign myself. I'm just kidding, I found this. But my Red Bull matches, so we're on a good track. That being said, you're here, so are you guys. We're all here together. This is gonna be a great YouTube video, and everyone's gonna like this, and I'm gonna like this. And what we're doing is you are here, and we're gonna climb up to the waterfall. Or we are at the waterfall, so we're gonna go look at the waterfall. We're gonna go to the viewpoint, which is that way, or maybe that way, I'm not sure.
Oh
and then we're gonna go straight to the cross island track. Are we going across the island? We'll find out. I got a whole big can of Red Bull. I'll probably have vitalized mind and body, and so probably want to go over the whole mountain.
A hard walk from our car that was 10 steps away to make it to the waterfall. You can actually go swimming here, and a little girl just told us it's absolutely freezing, so hopefully we'll earn this by the end of the hike.
Fence, gangster. This is the entrance. What entrance?
I mean, technically it's the exit, but
my backyard has a bigger walkway than this. This is nuts, and I live out in the middle of the jungle too, and my backyard looks like a more walking trail than this. So, good luck.
I was also going to say that everything I read online said there's so many mosquitoes, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, I understand. But I bought mosquito repellent even though we never use ours. And then the second we walked out of our rental car, oh my gosh, I'm already ducking, we're 5 seconds in. The second we walked out of our rental car, the mosquitoes just swarmed us. So we drenched ourselves again from the hotel, and we're getting started. But this is supposed to be a more difficult hike. You're not supposed to do it after it rains because it's so slickery. And we both have new shoes because we're on vacation, needing new kicks, and they're probably gonna get wrecked this trip. The good news is that there's orange spots all over the place so you don't get lost. I read online that you might need a guide for this, but we always self-guide everything we do. But this is a little expectations, very rooty, big drop-offs, and Mitchell's up there finding hidden immunity idols, so I think we're not going home tonight. All right, we're 17 hours in. Okay, 17 minutes. Just wanted to let you guys know that we haven't seen any other hikers. It's crazy. We're in the jungle, we're isolated. There are the orange marks keeping us on track. But also, we're from Seattle, we're from the Pacific Northwest. We don't hike very often, but we take an evening walk every day out of our neighborhood, and it's like straight uphill. And we're in decent shape, so from what I've experienced on the back end next to the waterfall, this ain't that bad. But maybe I'll be eating my words in another hour because I know we have to get to the top of the mountain, so we'll see. There's also crossing streams. I think I saw plural online, but there's a nice little route for us. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
So we are on this rocky terrain. You can't see elevation at all. You have to guide your body down some rocks to make it down to the water, to cross the rocks, to get over to the other side of the jungle. And that's what we're about to do.
Drink it.
Don't drink it. This is our 4th or 5th stream crossing, and we finally come to a fork in the road or a division. I was just thinking to myself and kind of cursed it, saying that I can't believe people get lost on this because we read so many reviews, but one goes up and there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's an orange arrow, and then the other one goes down to the stream. And like I said before, there was orange spray paint everywhere you go to mark the area, so we took kind of both ways and looked at it. And when we got to the stream crossing, right on the corner of that rock, there's orange.
Yeah, I can talk.
Oh my gosh, like we even have service. There's another orange right there on the tree too, so we're thinking this is the way, but I'll zoom back out before I get back to me. But I'll also drop in the map that I panned at the beginning of the trail so you can see that it forks, but they both lead to the needle. I don't know which one's which, but we're about to find out. We just crested over the peak coming from the waterfall and poked out of the bushes to see this in the middle of the South Pacific. How many people have we gone past?
30.
Okay, and which way were they going?
Down.
The opposite way of us the whole time.
Yeah.
So makes us feel like we definitely went the way backwards, but it doesn't really matter. We all end up in the needle. 15 minutes out, says the sign. We found little chickens and chickies. There's a rooster behind that tree and a rooster right all up in there. They're everywhere. Gosh, this is video proof. This is the sketchiest thing we've ever done in our lives.
Storm King was just like this.
Storm King is sketchier, but it opens up to a huge thing. This one just drops off, like straight drop off.
You're on
everywhere
the needle.
You look.
I'm
oh my gosh, you have to rappel.
I'm in the eye of the needle.
I mean, not rappel. You have to like climb up, pull yourself up with ropes the entire cascading side of the mountain. Crazy, 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 guys. This is not for the faint of heart, not for the small children, not for the slippery shoes, not for a rainy day, but it's for us. The sketchiness, the rappelling, there's like 17 more ropes. But this is the tippy top.
It's like going up but in reverse.
I'm terrified of going back down there. Aren't we all? That's the beach. You can kind of see the sketchiness, but you can't unless you experience it.
Stupid.
If you're afraid of heights, absolutely not. Tell YouTube how you feel about the hike.
That I found aloe vera.
That is not aloe vera. Also, it's October and we haven't seen any Halloween decorations, but this caution tape brings out the orange in all of us. Is that you way out there at the waterfall? How is it?
Good. It's not cold.
It's not that cold?
Refreshing.
We have made it back to the Yaris, the little blue car. Okay, so the breakdown. It took us about 3.5 hours. So I would say 2 going up, 1 going down. It took us 4 miles, which when I read online, it was in kilometers, but it was like 2.5 each way. So we must have made haste on the way down and somehow took less time. We stopped a lot for photos and views. but we were at a pretty fast pace, so I would say that's average. The top is the sketchiest thing we have ever done in our lives, and I don't know if the risk is worth the reward for the video. We went that far, we had to do it for the video too, but we wouldn't recommend it if you are scared of heights, obviously, if you're not in the fittest of shape, if you're hyperventilated prone. Anyways, overall, it was a pretty standard hike. We're from the Pacific Northwest in Washington State, so we're kind of used to hikes. It's pretty go-to. I mean, the elevation was pretty steep at the top, but overall, if you're on the Cook Islands, you should do it. We were the only people going the opposite way, so we started from the waterfall, came back down to the waterfall to our car, but most people did the cross island, or we even saw some parents that dropped, that split up at the top, so the parents went back to the car and the kids got to go all the way across, and then the parents came and picked them back up. So that being said, we don't know what the other half of the island looks like. That hike, we heard it was just as steep, just as far to the middle, and the needle's pretty much in the middle. But if you're on the Cook Islands, there's not that many things to do. I would say this is one of the biggest things you should try, at least make it to the top. Even if you don't rappel all the way to the tippy top, you can still say you did it, that you crossed the trek of the islands in the Cook Islands on Rarotonga. But overall, we hope that you liked this video, that it was helpful, that it set good expectations, you know what's going on, and if it did, let us know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one coming up, the perfect day in the Cook Islands. So you better pair these two videos. See you next time.